Everybody hates the USA.
You're not wrong, but still, there's still political interest. So
For
yes,
sure.
yes, there are probably more people against America. I've
But
been there.
Unless I think maybe depending on how long you've been there with them in a relationship, because at that point they feel like, okay, you should know me, like you know my actions, you know if my aunt died, I need you to be there for me.
Listen, people, it's getting crazy out there. It's getting nuts. And we're just crazy enough to talk about all of the craziness that's going on in the world. So pay attention, stay tuned, because it's about to get crazy in here. Facts. Let's go.
Facts. What's going on, people? It is another episode of Darkness with a Ginger Hue. We're getting straight to it. I'm your boy, Sir Tokes. In the middle is Slang Hue, and of course, our special guest, Miss LT herself. All of us are here. You know what we're going to do right now. Let's get right to it. Let's get right to it. Get to the action. Sorry, I got let it too hard.
Turn into Vince McMahon on this all of a sudden.
Trying to get all hyped up right now. Just get our head. Speaking of that, actually, they have a new
Sugar
documentary
Rush.
that's dropping. They're dropping
On
a
him?
new Hulk Hogan documentary. Right after he passed, it's almost like they plan these things. Like,
Oh, yeah.
You can't stop us now. Yeah. Here you go.
So they do that.
Gotcha.
Can't stop us.
They
respond.
Well, LT gave us some juicy ones on The Price is Right. And,
I forgot to watch that.
I have to watch that one too, because she was the one that said about the American God what's it? Is it America's Top Model? Is that the one that's in there? No, Dr. Phil, Price is Right, and something else.
America's Next Top Model, but there's two of them. That's why it was
right.
One on Netflix and one on Crave.
Yeah. So the minute people either are canceled or pass away or their show is finished, that's when all the juice comes out. Like, you hire these folks.
We know in real life people are more comfortable talking behind your back than to your face. So that's just a personification of that same thing. Once you die, it's posthumous, free for all. Say whatever they want to say about you, because you cannot defend yourself or respond to the accusations.
That is very, very true. And sad, but true. But to me, when you're gone, some of your best people are going to talk bad about you sometimes.
It's a fact.
Just it is what it is.
It's a fact.
Just hope that you've kind of lived the straight and narrow to get that respect or get people to fight for you when the time comes. But again,
but on that note, what is that Bart Barker one? That Crave too?
No, is it Crave?
It's Crave.
Yeah,
it's on Crave. Yeah.
What's it called?
It's called
The Price is Wrong.
No, it was a combination of three.
Oh, it's three different
shows.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Dove into three different shows. One was Dr. Phil.
Okay. I thought those were separate.
They're separate, but it's all under the same umbrella. Think of like 30 for 30, and then he just do different topics like that. Yeah. So those are the ones that were I guess tagged together. I guess because it was TV. But a lot of people will definitely talk bad about you right after you pass, or months, even years when you pass, just because they can. That's because you can't fight back. What are you gonna do? Haunt them?
Maybe.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's true. Hey, I'm not ready to find out yet, so we'll see. Anyways, as we usually do, want to know what anyone and everyone has done to better themselves today. I will go first.
Go ahead.
Because I knew you weren't ready.
Oh, I was actually.
Shut up.
For the first time ever. I actually was very ready.
Wow. Okay, but I'm still going to go first. What I did to make myself better today, I got in very early to my office and actually cleaned it because it was really just in shambles, and I kind of took onus to my space. So I brought in some metal posters, some motivational posters and stuff I had that I bought a while back ago. Trying to see where I would put them, trying to look at where furniture would be and what furniture I'm missing. Because at the, I guess, midday, we had a meeting with the managers, and I was going to tell them, hey, I need this, I need that. And I give them all the ideas and so forth. And I'm like, wow, they're like, you're very forward thinking. I'm like, yeah, I want to make this place, a home and whatnot. So I was getting all that organized, and it felt good to kind of get the crap out. Like I said, I swept. I didn't mop, but I swept. I'm going to bring my actual own Swiffer to mop up the place and get that all ready. Oh, I was shredding papers. Like I was
one question. Did you put up your Mrs. October pinup poster?
No, not yet. No, not yet. Mind you, I'm looking at Miss April, and Miss April's looking kind of good.
I wonder if they do. That's a good question. Does Playboy still even exist? Like, not the channel, but the magazine.
Well, it does.
I remember back in the 80s they had that, but
Playboy and Hustler and Penthouse.
It's just not the thing anymore, right? Because of the internet.
Yeah, you don't need
it. What's Playboy anymore? I'm just reading for the articles now. I'm just reading for the articles.
I was just reading the comic.
That's right, exactly. There's a great comic that you should check out. Yes. So yeah, so that was my thing with just getting things organized. And again, it doesn't take a day or two. It's going to take some while before you kind of fit in and get everything sorted the way you want. You might change it 3 times over, but I started the process, so I was happy about that. That's my thing.
Nice. LT, you're next, since I was ready and I got commandeered. I'm saving mine.
Mine will be quick, but I do to better myself. I think I you know what, guys? I showed up for myself today. I invested and I was able to, handle business stuff, emails, replies, and I worked on my YouTube channel. I have a shoot tomorrow, so I had to organize all that and get set.
Very nice.
What's the shoot for? Playboy? I'm joking. I'm kidding.
She's Mr.
G. I just don't want the HR complaints, so I had to cut it in the bud quick time. When I say it to Tokes, it's a joke. If I say it to LT, it's harassment. So I have to be clean.
You just see the bodies.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna get
rewind that, please.
How dare you talk to one woman on the show like that? Anyway. Sorry, but what's the shoot actually for?
My show, so Around the World in 5 Bites. I go to different restaurants and I do video shoots.
Nice.
So I met up with this owner a few weeks ago and we set some stuff up, and so tomorrow I'm shooting at her restaurant, and so today I was able to just kind of organize it and get it all prepared for tomorrow. And
beautiful.
That's what it's
wonderful.
I saw your last one was Jamaican food.
That's the food reveal.
That's different.
That's what I do on TikTok. But the YouTube is something more personal, like personable.
I missed the Mexican. I was waiting for the Mexican. I didn't make because I had other things I had to do. But I did catch your the TikTok that you did, and you had Miss Lita there as well, talking about bun and cheese. She says kept on eating bun and cheese for the week.
Yes, we had several people on that one.
Bun and cheese. I can't even find a good bun anymore, so I don't even bother. I loved it back in the day. What, in Ontario? Wow, that was everywhere, and you just had the nice tikkas of cheese, and I was like, I was good. I can make sandwiches like that every day. It was just so nice.
I'm so the non-Jamaican when it comes to that type of stuff.
Wow.
I'm not a bun.
You're not into the raisins and cherries.
You're not into the bun and cheese.
I don't like. You know what? I don't like that either. Just give me the spice bun. or give me at least I'll go as far as raisins. But when it comes
Yeah.
to the big thick cherries and the green ones,
Yeah.
I'm
The
not into
Christmas
it.
tree bun, I'm not into it. I'm not into the
No,
Christmas
I don't want the
decoration.
Christmas tree. The regular spice bun is nice.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of the raisin bread. So
I
if you
am
put the
not.
raisins there, I'm good. Good.
And I've never been able to get over the idea of cheese in a can. I don't really do dairy at all anyway, but cheese from a
Never.
can does not compute in
Are
my
you talking the
North
spray can?
American brain. It's like a tin can of cheese. No, not the spray can cheese. That's
No,
worse. I've
I
never
was gonna
eaten that.
say
But
I've
the
never
tin
seen.
No,
red
that cheesy
cheese
knock
in
it
a
out.
red tin tan can, and
Wow.
they have to damn well break open like a safe. They have to get
I was
Mark
gonna say
Wahlberg
that's the one that they
and
crack
most Def
open.
together for the
If
bank
you have a
heist.
seal, they have to keep that cheese fresh.
Yeah, no,
If
bro,
there's
I'm not into it.
any lick of air in it, that's it. You're opening green cheese.
I'm not even convinced that's cheese. That's the first thing. I don't believe it's actually cheese. That's the problem.
I'll have to agree with you there.
I
I
don't
have
know
to
what it
agree with you.
is, but they get away with selling it as cheese. It's like some
I,
McDonald's hamburgers. It's 100% beef, and it's not even beef. Type
I
vibe.
totally agree. There's some of these things that just are not food anymore,
Yeah,
and they play it off as food. Here,
yeah, that might be one of them. So that's what I did to make myself better. This whole weekend, I ate no bun and cheese.
I did
But
the proper way.
back to folks.
what I really did, similar to Tanya, I worked on some editing for a series
Yes.
trying to put out. I'm putting out. Got an idea to create a long play background music. I guess I would call it series. So I'm working on that. I'm calling it the Green Tea Morning Ginger Tea. See the tie-in for morning
Oh,
ginger tea sessions. So I don't know if
HR is looking at you right now.
those like yeah, but hey, there's a collab on it, so everybody gets a cut. But hey, I don't know if you ever seen those long play 2-hour
Yep.
videos on YouTube where people just play background lo-fi beats and
Yep.
stuff like that. So
I was talking to you about that, brother.
I'm
Yes.
gonna try my hand at it.
You know what? It's
Yes.
funny you brought that up because I was listening to that the other day, and I mean I went on YouTube and I saw that the other day, I should say, and there's a few of them on, but I was curious to see the views and stuff on it, and they get a lot of views.
Oh, they make
millions.
They make bank because all you have to do is set it and let it go.
Yep.
And that's what I do.
Yeah.
Honestly, when I was doing the co-working stuff, I was streaming. I had your music on. Remember, you gave me a big list.
Mhm.
Bro, there's so many people are asking, yo, where can I get this? Where can I get this? I'm
Yes,
like,
I remember. Yes.
Because
Well,
everybody's saying, yo, the vibe is nice. It's like,
nice.
I'm gonna tell this man, yo, you have to put it on YouTube and just let it go and just put it out there because people will just, if the music is the vibe, I'm telling you, you go international, and it's not just North America. I'm talking everywhere. Australia, Thailand, everybody will listen to it. No lyrics, just tunes.
I mean, I just went on a random one, and I did that same thing. I just pressed play, and I was, there's things you do. You could cook, you could clean up, whatever, and you have this thing in the background. But a lot of people listen to it.
Yeah.
When I had slangs on, I think I did 3 show edits, and I think 20 different shorts in a 2-hour span because it just takes you away.
Nice.
You're just locked
that's
in.
The point.
Oh man,
That's the point.
I'm like, and I told Slang, it's Slang. Everybody was talking about it. You have to do something, and I said, just put it out there. And again, if you have a nice, snazzy, like repetitive graphic, like catch their eyes on a visual basis, you win. You win. I'm telling, because I already said you Sibs when you guys were doing your series there. Telling you, I told Sibs, give me something. And he gave me something. I said, Slank, give me something too, because I was like, every day I was waiting for the next one. Every day I was waiting for the next one. I'm like, yo, this is the vibes, and I'm like, yeah, put it out there. So yeah, you definitely do well in that.
And it's just to add to that, it's a lesson to myself because you made the suggestion. Then maybe like weeks later, Devin made the suggestion, and both of you guys, neither of you knew the other person made the suggestion, and I was just sitting on it like, yeah, I should do that.
Mm.
Do, 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 do,
Remember, it just
do,
takes one
do.
video to make you viral.
It's gotta sometimes you gotta listen to other people and heed the signs when people give you
Yeah.
ideas, heed the signs
Yeah.
and act on them because
Right.
it's somebody even outside of those people giving or something, I should say, outside of those people sending that message to you
Yeah.
that this might be something for you to be successful in. Try it.
It's not like me saying, do this, and
Yeah.
you're saying, okay, no. It's like, hey, I think you should do this. And then, you let it go. And then all of a sudden somebody else says, hey, have you tried doing this? And then you're like, that's
It's a
two
sign.
different people talking about the
Yeah.
same thing. That's a sign. The
What's
universe is
that?
saying, try it out.
It's either the Celestian Prophecy or oh my God, there's another book like that. One of those two books, which I cannot remember the second book, but remind me if you guys know it, where they speak about your destiny or your purpose. You can avoid it, but God always has a way of putting you back on your path to your destiny, nudging you anyway. You may like listen and you try to go another way, and then something comes and boxes you back onto the path that you
Yep.
should be on until hopefully eventually listen. You could choose to avoid it your whole life, which would probably make you more miserable and less satisfied is the word, or content with life. But if you listen to or heed those signs, it'll take you to where you need to go.
Agreed.
The road of life.
Agreed.
No.
It's not a smooth one. So you're definitely gonna get two or three uppercuts on the way there, but sure enough, you'll get there. And then you'll be like, this is comfortable. I can do this.
Arguably, it's harder to follow your path. Arguably, it gets
It's
easier, harder to follow the way that your purpose. In some ways, meaning that there's a lot more distractions or a lot more things trying to.
If you force the issue, I think if you let it happen naturally, I think it will come to you on an easy, not easy, but easier form of I guess accomplishment, I guess, rather than you forcing I'm going to be this guy. I know I have to be that. And all of a sudden you're like,
I agree with that too.
You drop on your face. You get up, you drop on your face. Meanwhile, it's like, hey, how about I just step over here and then there you go. Hey, you want to sign a new contract? Blah blah blah. Sure.
I can agree with that too. Yeah, I see what you're saying. That
Yeah.
I agree with that too. I do agree with that too.
Because again, sometimes
I guess I'm saying the other side sends more distractions,
obstacles.
like I said, or more obstacles at you. And like I've often said, it's a viewpoint, it's a perspective, because you could view something as an obstacle or you could view it as a boundary. And are you willing to push past the boundary, or are you willing to stand there and look at the wall like, I can't get over this?
Yeah.
And this is what I'm trying to say. The universe or God or whatever you believe in as a higher power will challenge your will to win. That's what I mean. It will test how much do you really want it. And the test might look more daunting than it actually is. To your point, it's not necessarily a huge test, but it is still a test enough to make you say, well, do I really want this? And some people are like, yeah, bust through the wall like Juggernaut.
True.
Excuse me.
It makes sense. Definitely makes sense. All right. Well, there you go. So that's it, folks. Thanks for watching. Have a great night. All right. We got some nice, well, I think it was tough to get some topics. There's nothing really
nothing
out
really
there there is. I mean,
well,
yeah.
Go ahead, Miss LT. Speak on it. Let's go.
It just so happens
we have some dirt.
Yes, guys. Well, today, if you guys were watching or waiting or curious to know what was going to happen tonight with the alleged supposedly supposed to happen Stone Ages war at 8 p.m.
Gotta put a premiere on a war.
Yes. What? What was that? Like, how long? It was what, I think, couple weeks, a bit of threatening lines to be prepared and for, Iran, watch out, and I'm gonna uh, kill the civilians and a whole bunch of stuff. Wait till you have till 8 p.m. April 7th. Everyone's waiting. I think in Iran, they went down to one of their infrastructures and held hands and just kind of like they were literally
Right.
waiting for this 8 p.m. to drop. And I sent to Slang on one of the news channels in Iran, they had a countdown. Yeah, they had a digital count.
Iran is
Rolling
tough.
to the max.
Before we go any further though, just to give a little for those who may not know, I don't, they might be living under the rock in the Stone Age that Trump was talking about. But Trump threatened Iran to bomb them back into the Stone Age as of today, as the day we're recording, which is April 7th today, 8 p.m. And then was it 2 hours before the deadline, he withdrew such threat and said, I'm giving them 2 more weeks like they had a Blockbuster rental extension.
He said, psych.
You thought I was WWE. Look at that guy. Let me tell you something, brother. He went off. He was cussing two words in a political way, of course. He's just all these open-handed threats.
What do you guys think about that? Like, what's your thoughts on how it turned out? Like everything. What's your thoughts?
I was gonna ask you the same thing, but you know what? Iran wasn't even busting a sweat. Like they are. I don't know if you guys seen the Lego tracks that they've been.
Oh, I heard about that.
With the hip hop beats
I heard about that.
Yeah. I'll send it to you, Tokes, if you didn't.
They've been dropping like Lego, like Lego movie stuff. But Iran has been dropping Lego movies, making parodies of the whole situation.
I'm telling you, in my head, I'm thinking, Iran's like, I wish your brother would. I wish.
Yes, pretty much.
I wish your brother would.
Listen, man, pretty much. They didn't care. They're just like, bring it on. Like, you say 8 p.m. As a matter of fact, make it 2 p.m.
I got nothing. I got nothing going on today.
We got time today, cuz. We got time today, cuz.
Habibi, we are going out? No, we're staying in. All right. We're staying in for this one.
And I'm not even saying that as a joke. They really put that on social media.
But I mean, that's how you're supposed to treat a bully, right? Like you're not supposed to cower to a bully. And it is not 1980, 1990 no more, sir. The world is not afraid of America. Maybe some little countries are. But these guys, Iran, Iraq, your old enemies, the guys you've been bullying your whole life, they've grown up and realized you're soft.
Yep.
You, in particular, sir, are soft and orange. You're a soft orange.
You know what?
You're a nectarine, in fact.
Because of this whole thing, they're like in strong talks of impeaching him.
Insane.
They keep on. Listen, they're not brave enough to do that. Tomorrow?
They're working. Well, let's just talk. But they're just saying, they're like, yeah, let's work on it. Like you see that this guy's what he's doing. He's talking about killing civilians. This and that. Like this is a serious thing. Like he needs to be gone. Like
that's some warmonger stuff right now. That's going on right now. So. I was talking to my resident American, Jen, who's in Georgia, and I was telling her, and she was sorry. She stated to me that they think that Agent Orange was an implant from Russia or China, one of the two. I don't know which one, either South Korea, because this man is going so reckless that he's taking away all the attention from the East. Let them do whatever they need to do to, get back to dominance. I think there was I think she said Putin or Russia to get back to their USSR world type of thing, domination.
for me.
I countered. I want to say countered. I agreed that he might not be. He might. Sorry, he's not a pawn. I just think he is just a charismatic voice that that Americans needed. That he is a true version of what America is. It's just everybody else didn't realize that until he was up there. And I went back to it and said, hey, remember back in the day, good old Ronald Reagan? Ron didn't know anything about politics. He was an actor. Ron got the people going with his speeches. You remember, Mr. Gorbachev, tear down that wall. They went crazy for that stuff. But Americans hated him because he was making them horribly unhappy with Reaganomics and all that stuff. He, again, as much as he's beloved, a lot of people didn't like his reign as the president. That's why people try to shoot at him. You only get shot at if people don't like you. And honestly, like people, and it's not even that it's Donald that's writing all this stuff. Maybe some of the stuff he goes off the cuff, but somebody's feeding him this information. Donald is a very poor businessman that came into power because of a very rich father, and he hasn't done anything other than running companies in the ground.
So you think he's a political puppet?
I believe he's a puppet, 100%.
I think. I mean, my problem is that I think all the presidents are puppets. So
yes, this is true because they don't really their strings are being dealt with by the Senate and other people, the real people.
Business.
The
1%. Needed a character to be the one to be the voice of.
Exactly, and this is why they took out Biden so quick. Biden is too old, and he just didn't have the charisma to move the people. He was just an older man. Just that won the popularity contest that year. That's it.
That's
you know why I believe it? Sorry,
go ahead.
I was just gonna say, you know why I believe it? Because if you notice with some of the things that when it comes to signing executive orders and things of that nature, some of the things that he's about to sign, he doesn't even really know what he's signing. Like he'll say and make comments like, "Oh, well, this is about okay, well, where's my pen?" Like he, you know,
no idea.
And it's like that's just one little example, but it's like things like that will make you think for sure someone's telling him to, when you just want something to happen, you want someone out of jail, or you want someone to get the job, you just slide the paper in because he's going to sign it. He doesn't know what he's signing, so it's like one of those quickly slide it in. He doesn't know what he's doing, so he'll sign it anyway because we told him to. And I don't know, I've been seeing that a lot. So
a slang. This brings me to what we've been talking about and watching for a while now. All right. That show that we were talking about is a perfect example of what we're talking about right now. Paradise? When you have a person there.
What is that?
Paradise? You know what's Paradise?
You watch it, LT?
I don't know what that is. Is it Netflix?
No, it's on Disney Plus / Hulu.
Paramount.
I think it's
Hulu. It's Hulu. You're right. Hulu.
Okay, I don't have that.
I'll give you a link. Don't worry, I'll hook you.
You should watch it.
You need to. This is again, and I preach on some of the things. Slang has brought some bangers when it came to these shows, and this next to the competition shows, probably the best show on TV right now.
Okay, I'll look up for your link.
It's the best non-reality show for sure.
But it's still almost reality.
I mean, yeah.
When you say non-reality, I'm thinking fantasy worlds, witches and whatnot. But this is something that people can think about and say, this could probably happen.
Science fiction. It's not a fantasy show. It's a science fiction show.
Yes.
Science fiction drama.
Right.
You might not. I only say science fiction because there's a lot of science
yes,
and computer science and that type of stuff within it. Nuclear explosions, Holocaust, blah 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 blah.
Right. So without giving away the show and whatnot, certain people are given power that A, are not qualified, B, um, really don't want to be there, or C, are just a face of a brand. And 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 there's somebody who's actually, say, two or maybe even three tiers below them, that's running the whole show.
Mhm.
And that's what I think is going on with Trump and the US politics right now. He is just the face of the brand, and there's somebody there, if not the vice president, if not the secretary of defense, somebody has the cojones to be running the show behind everybody's screens there, and no
The
one will
Wizard
know.
of Oz. It's the Wizard of Oz theory.
Yes, exactly. Yes,
And
perfect example.
this is my, although it's slightly changing over the years. So different environments, different people have influenced my thought process. But this is why I don't believe in politics, especially democracies in first world countries. I think they are farces, especially again when it comes to the leaders, the prime minister, the president. These people are put in place to fulfill agendas. That's my opinion. I don't. I'm not all the way against voting for local politicians, your mayors, your maybe even up to your senators, maybe
Premiers,
your
yeah, premiers,
premiers,
yeah, okay.
maybe your councilmen. Those people that represent your everyday citizen. But when it goes all the way up to the top vice presidents, those man, strings attached.
They
Literally,
already know who's
I
going
don't.
in.
I don't believe that. I don't believe we have. Yeah, I don't believe we have any influence. If we do, it's a very little. And people will bring up, well, what happened like with Obama? All due respect, I'm very happy we got a black president. That's about as far as it goes for me when it
I
comes to
mean,
that. I'm proud of that factor.
you're not lying.
If I want to give any merit to the vote when it comes to Obama, I'll give it as much as saying they had no choice but to put him in, because it was just too much of a landslide in his favor. So they were like, you know what, we got to give him this guy, we got to give him this. But
Twice.
we still have him.
Mhm.
The Chinese balls.
I was gonna say they were just the
in
silver
Boys
ones
Hood that Furious was twirling around when Trey
with
went
that
out.
evil face.
That's what the rich man them had Obama like this.
Wow. Like that's looking kind of.
And the thing is, it's so true. I can picture them in the back just.
Yeah, they were massaging. I'm gonna chill.
Yeah, no. It's time.
But that's just my personal. You don't have to agree with me.
Nah, I
Believe in the
100%
system as
agree
much
with
as
that.
you want, but I don't believe that the system is broken. I believe it works exactly as it's supposed to, as it was designed. And until the day, I will say it again, over and over, until the day that money and or violence, more the latter than the former, is put into an effective action, this system will never really change. Never really change.
Is this on a Western front, or is you talking globally? Because I mean, there's a lot of change that's happening.
One impacts the other. Like until the West or the Western civilization way of thinking, which includes the UK,
Yep.
is toppled.
Okay.
And I use that word I'm not using it lightly. I'm using it very as it is intended. Until it is toppled, you will never see true change. We will see increments of change. You know what it's like? It's like the theory of if you give the people a circus and some bread, they'll never revolt. So if they give us just enough to make us believe that there's nothing wrong, or not nothing's wrong, but there's not enough wrong for
Smoke
us
and mirrors.
to destroy it. So as long as we have television that entertains us, which is the as long as we're able, most of us, to put food on our table, we won't who said, somebody else said this actually recently, like your job doesn't pay you. They don't pay you. Oh, it's a comedian. I forget his name, but your job doesn't pay you um to work.
Was that the Arabic comedian?
No, he's a black guy, but I can't remember.
Okay,
His name.
I've heard this quote before. I
They
don't know
don't pay you
who
to
it was.
work. They pay you not to riot.
Not the riot.
They pay you just enough money so that you won't get upset enough to mash up the whole workplace. That's what's going on. And it's I mean,
this is by the Postal Service. That's why the whole strike for the Postal Service was scary for Canada, because it's like that's people. That's the bread and butter for some people. No mail for months. That means you're not getting no checks. That means you're not getting no updates on your business or your family. That means that is a handcuff that they can screw a lot of people's lives.
I'm gonna go conspiracy theory on you though. But what it also showed is you might not need them that much anymore.
I was gonna say. I mean, okay, I don't get the mail. Oh, keep on working on my day.
I don't know about you guys, but I got direct deposit.
What to say? I mean,
I don't need money. The only thing I need mail for is
flyers,
and maybe get a credit card, which even that's becoming obsolete because you can put your credit cards on your phone. So we're on our way. Mailman, your days are numbered.
Yeah.
And they already pretty much are in the suburbs. They got one box for like 3 blocks.
The community boxes.
Yeah, yes, which they're trying to do that in the city now too, apparently. Which the people are trying to fight, but
they're doing that everywhere now.
Yeah, it's gonna happen.
I think the same thing that you're saying is happening in a lot of industries, i.e., travel agents. You don't need travel agents anymore because you can go Expedia and whatever, and you can find your own, destination and discounts and so forth. It's just like skip the dishes now. I mean, you don't need to go anywhere to get it. It be just delivered to you. Like there's so many ways to change the game that as much as you think you're really needed or useful, you're really not.
Sad but true.
You could be replaced or just not needed anymore.
Learn some AI, people. That's learn something. Learn something.
You got to. You gotta. Don't. If you can't beat them, join them.
I don't know about the join them part, but yeah, learn something.
Well, join enough. Don't join.
Yeah. I get you.
Join enough.
Yeah.
But yes. I mean, it's scary out there, people, because
crazy.
You have leaders that are just starting fights, verbal fights, and no one's really taking them serious. What if all of a sudden they do take him seriously and they fight first? They shoot first. We were just joking. No, it's too late. They just blew up New York.
Jesus. Which means Toronto.
I'm just saying, like, and again, places like Iran or whatever, they only know the big name cities.
New York, I don't know about that. That's my point. Not anymore. Once upon a time, but that's why they're not scared anymore, because they have more information than, as LT was telling me, Iran is responsible for cybersecurity.
Yes.
How are you warring with them?
Yes.
Oil prices. What else was there again?
Yeah. They run things, and they're trying to box us.
Security, oil. There was a couple other things.
Crude oil is big, and that I don't know. But okay,
these guys control those markets. You're not. You know what I'm saying? That's not a man you want to fight.
I think that the U.S. I think the West shot themselves in the foot with that, because they can find their own resources instead of going
shipping routes.
What's that?
Shipping routes also.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
The global stability.
And global stability. That's everything.
I'm trying to figure out why is the West depending on them to get what they need? Why are they going through their sources when we can have our own sources? I mean, I don't know if anybody knows, but them Rocky Mountains, there's a lot of fossil fuels in there, bro. They ain't touching that stuff.
Right here in this country.
That's what I'm saying. So you're saying that we're depending on them because we already have it in our backyard. It's just right there. But the scenery looks so beautiful. It's right there. Like, honestly, get some drills and start doing it. Nope. Why?
I think part
That
of it
makes
is that,
no
though.
sense.
Part of it is that not wanting to destroy our own environment because they know what it actually will do to the environment if they start digging. I think that's part of it. I mean,
Okay,
part of it, the very little, to be honest, because I don't think they
okay,
care that
but
much.
we are the West, though. They've found ways to have cars that drive themselves. You don't think they can figure that out to have the emissions of whatever they're doing not affect the environment? I mean, I just watched again. I told you I was watching a bunch of movies and shows. I watched that movie Geostorm. Have you ever watched Geostorm?
I don't
The
think
one
so.
with Gerald Butler when they have a satellite that's in space that's controlling the weather. They're shooting things to control the weather, and I'm thinking, I'll be damned. Someone just told me about that. And I'm like, if that story can be in a movie, you're telling me that the West can't figure a way to lower the emissions of a certain thing to help them gain the advantage of their now enemies. And you're having people jack up the prices of crude oil, fossil fuels, and so forth, and you have it in your backyard. That makes no sense. I've known this since, I don't know, 10, 15 years ago. I'm like, what are we doing with the Rocky Mountains? There's a whole bunch of stuff there. No one wants to touch it.
We take pictures.
And I think they're playing the long game, though. I honestly think they're waiting until they deplete and they're saying, come over here. We have all of it here for you to test. Meanwhile, we're dead and gone already.
So
It's too late.
nonsensical. Well, but before I even answer that, before I give my opinion on that, do you guys think Canada has much to worry about when it comes to this war? Should Canadians be concerned, in your opinion, because whatever war America's in, we're pretty much in by a proximity.
We're guilty by association. We're North America. Not just America. We're North America. So whatever they're going to get, we're going to get it too. Maybe not as severe.
I don't think I think you were going to say what I was going to say.
Yeah. Not as we're not going to get the blunt force, but we're getting the aftershocks and all that stuff after it that's going to bother us. That's going to make us retaliate.
There's a journalist asked Carney if he's afraid of, something coming in or impact on our side. And he's like, I have business to do. Like, I have a country to take care of. Like, he pretty much said that he's not
answering,
putting his mind there because he has his own thing to worry about. Like, it's not our
problem type thing.
Yeah. Like he said that without saying that.
Interesting.
But it is.
Yeah, it is. That's
like you can't.
It is, but like it's gang wars of all types going on in this world, and that just happens to be one of them. We are the Bloods. Like we're part of the Bloods.
But here's the thing, though.
If they do a drive-by on the house, if the Crips do a drive-by on the house, one of us might get shot.
Here's the problem, though. If we're talking that, the Crips have so many more allies than the Bloods.
You know what?
Everybody hates the USA.
You're not wrong, but still, there's still political interest. So yes,
for sure.
Yes, there are probably more people against America, but America still has a strong standing in terms of people that have to act like our friends in the times of crisis and have to back our play because America has a lot of fingers in
secrets
pots, and that too.
Sometimes I'm just waiting for them to say, you know what? Nah, fun you guys. We're gonna join up with these guys. And then there's like, oh, but we had, and so what? If your country doesn't exist, what are you gonna have on us? We blow up your country, then what? What are you gonna say? Right? Honestly, that's to a point where I'm thinking, hey, these guys are gonna join. Yo, China, Russia. Hey, you wanna convince the UK? We've got the Africans down there too. Australia's over there. They don't really. And then all of a sudden you have the global powers joining forces against North America.
ultimately, I think the problem is that old money runs the world, and because old money runs the world, they're afraid of change. So there's actually a fear of a true revolution or a true change in the world and how it's structured, because it's been running like this for so long that they're used to it. They're making, back to your point of electric cars and
Mhm,
self-operated vehicles.
mhm,
The man and them don't want that to become popular, which is why they're so expensive. Because the old oiled man, old
mhm.
Billy Bob Thornton in Texas, which Landman is also a very good show, by the way, uh,
Oh,
doesn't
okay.
want to lose the stake that he has in oil and how he sells it to the well, even the world. It's not only North
Yeah,
America.
yeah.
Those guys don't want their pocket depleting by even a dollar. That's how them rich men think, and
Okay.
they have the power to do so. So I think, while I agree that there's almost a utopian idea in people turning on the U.S., money and self-interest is what stops it, because these guys are like, okay, so what if we take these guys out, then what? Like, what do we do then?
Well,
They don't have it set up. Go ahead.
that's why I feel like that's why I feel like people are so scared when Trump goes on that podium, because when it comes to, for example, when they asked them, they questioned Trump on NATO and having NATO separate themselves from the states, and Trump was just like,
Mhm.
"Well, I don't care. Well, we don't really need them." Listen, they need NATO. So why are you opening up your mouth saying all these things to make it seem like you don't care if NATO isn't a part of
Yeah,
the things?
that's when the puppet goes rogue and just says what he wants to say. But to go back, what you were saying about how, old money, I don't know if I don't think that's really happening anymore. I mean, on the West, yes, old money is always gonna be there. The Rockefellers and the Billy Bobs and whatnot, how they used to grind and get all that. But on the other side of the world, new money is what's making things work. Technology and microchips and robot, like these guys are making
You're not wrong.
robot armies.
Mhm.
So what's working for them is totally different from what's working for us. And when they realize that they don't need that old money and they start spreading that information, hey, we can we can we can save your population because we don't send people to war now. We send robots. And this is what's going to cost you, right? And they're again, a lot of these countries now are not using crude oil now. They're using batteries or solar power or whatnot. They're finding ways to not depend on the fossil fuels because they know
Mhm.
who's using them and they know who has the monopoly on them.
Mhm.
So once you cut out that middleman and once you cut off that person and they're not needed, they're as weak as the ant that is under your boot. And when you have a whole bunch of people that know they don't need you anymore, they're like that bully. They're like that kid that was bullied for all these years. And I said, wait a minute, this guy's not boom, punch in the face. And then hey, this guy's nothing. Come on. And then all of a sudden everybody gangs up on the bully. I've seen it in shows many times. Many movies they show that. The little rascal kids start getting bullied, all of a sudden they find out this guy's not as tough as he is. And that guy starts running and crying to his mom.
Alfalfa?
I'm just telling you, that's how it is, man. And that's what I've seen. I mean,
Okay, so
it's
my other question then, as you say to both of you guys, as El brought up earlier, that they're talking about impeaching him. Do you think that he'll ever be thrown out of power before his term is up? Talking about the nectarine president. Do you
I think
think that's
so.
gonna happen?
I can see it.
to save face, yeah.
Really?
I
to
can
save
see it.
face. To save
After
face.
all, do you guys realize that this guy is like a convicted? I don't even know if he's a felon, but he's a criminal that's a president right now. Like he's been found guilty on charges, and they
No.
still voted him in, and he's sitting there right now.
America!
But this
I feel like he's gonna do something. They're like, there's more to come. Obviously, it's been a year and a half. He's been in office, and I
well,
feel
second term.
Yeah.
he just needs a little bit more time to do even worse than what he's doing now. Like, I know that the Epstein and all that, yeah, that's there, but I feel like
He's not getting in touch with that. I'm
No.
telling you.
Because
He's not getting.
no,
He's not.
because like Slang said, like if all that's out and nothing's been done,
Yeah, he's not getting
because
touched.
there's so many people that are going to be brought down.
They're ready to catch the really undercover fish. They don't care
Yeah.
about the big fish. They look for the undercovers. You see, Bill?
Who?
William Clinton?
Oh, Clinton. Yeah.
But
That boy's a bad dude.
But other than that, I just feel like he's gonna do even more. That's
He should.
Yeah, I don't see it.
you don't think? I don't know.
Yeah,
I feel like he's gonna do something
I don't
that
see
they're just gonna be like, nah, man. Like
he's gonna react on
just come
something
home.
stupid.
Get out of
He's
here.
gonna say something stupid, and everybody's gonna be shocked. Just like what he said now, he's gonna say something even worse because they didn't believe him.
Or give permission to, and then he's gonna make
Yep.
Yep.
Hey, I hope you guys are right, but I like he's done enough. To me, and they haven't
their standards,
and he's
everything he's done is
pressed his
patriotic.
shoulders off almost at every turn of almost getting in trouble. He's been able
And
to.
he has been been impeached before and nothing's happened.
This is what I'm saying.
I don't know. When's
the last time a president got kicked out?
Kicked out?
Yeah,
That'd be Nixon. That'd be Nixon.
What was that?
Watergate.
70s, 60s?
70, 60? Yeah, I think Nixon was 60, 63, 64, something like that.
At their fingertips.
Wasn't Bill?
Bill wasn't impeached.
No.
Bill went to term.
Bill
I mean,
Bill didn't inhale, remember?
I thought he did because of the girl, because of Lewinsky, no?
No.
They brushed that under the rug.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They paid that girl off. That's it.
Oh.
Thanks for coming. Now go live your life. But yeah, I believe Nixon was the last president to be impeached. Or no, was he impeached? He was going to be impeached and he resigned. Yes, he ran. Then he gave you the double.
1974.
Was it Nixon?
Nixon is the only one, and he resigned. So nobody's actually been.
Yes, he was going to be.
Several presidents have been impeached, including Clinton, including Trump, and Andrew Johnson. But Richard Nixon is like the only one that left. Resigned, which really means they really kicked him out, but they made it look good by him saying,
I am not a crook. that's the famous lines, bro. I am not a crook. And then he left.
No.
So again,
yeah. For a guy who doesn't care much about politics, I had a lot of opinions. So
for years I've said we're not gonna talk politics on this show. Never. Nah. Here we are going off on Agent Orange in the US of A.
Because that ain't politics. It's like a TV show.
I was gonna say it's reality TV right now at our fingertips.
Pretty much.
You never know what's next. Tune in next week. Again, this is one of the reasons why I don't watch the news, because they just start you up.
You don't even need to anymore.
No, it's everywhere.
True. Because Instagram and TikToks, they broadcast everything. Yeah.
And the news is not any more informative than those anymore. It's just as salacious.
Yeah. Those people are getting paid to do that too. There's a lot of people who have accounts that are just reporting what the news is reporting on TikTok.
Yeah.
And they're making money from it. I'm like, wow, good for you. I don't want to hear it, but good for you.
Yeah.
You found something that works.
Times, boy. Crazy time.
Yeah.
Crazy time.
It is crazy. It is crazy. Anyways,
move on to the next crazy topic.
Let's talk about this weird. Now, this is a clip that was that made the rounds, and people even to this day are wondering if it's actually legit or if it's a skit. Now, I do believe it is legit, but again, you be the judge, and we will crack this information in a few. Here we go. Here's the clip, folks. Here we go. Sorry, hold on, folks. Sorry, 1 second.
Edit.
Let's start that over, folks. I forgot to change the screen. See, that's what happens when you're on the. All right, so yeah, here we go. So this is what we're going to be talking about. And here we go. Wonderful. See, there you go. Here we go.
And worried. And this man is sitting in this car. Really? Seriously? Why are you sleeping in the car? Why are you sleeping in the car?
I need some rest.
So why wouldn't you come inside?
Because I can't rest in there.
Is your life that terrible that you need to be in a car? Is your life like that difficult? Why don't you come inside? For an hour you've been out here? You've been out here for an hour?
It looks like it. I just need to rest.
Do you want me to bring you something?
Peace and quiet.
Come inside, baby.
No.
Come on.
No. Just close the door, please. Just close the door.
Well, I'm going to come and sit next to you.
No.
Did you just lock the door? Open the door. Open the door. Apparently, Joe Budden's podcast and the ex-football players, the Pivot, I believe it's called, they decided that they were going to discuss my video with my relationship. My man don't have social media, so he would have never seen the video that I posted of him sitting in the car and me trying to figure out why he ain't come in the house. But guess what he does watch? He watches those goddamn podcasts. So then he hears them talking about the whole scenario of what we were doing, what we were going through. And guess what he's doing now? He's packing his shit to leave because these grown men wanted to come and talk about my relationship off of a video that's 1 minute long. You guys don't know what happens in my house, okay? I posted that to give the two sides to the story.
Okay, you're done. You're done, folks. You're done. You see what social media does?
You've done enough.
Just too extra.
She ruined her own relationship and she wanted to blame it on social media. The same platform that she posted the video of her man in the car.
Too extra.
What the hell? So you're complaining that a social media platform picked up your video on a social media platform and dissected it. I can't even stand these people anymore. I'm done with these people. I mean, honestly, it's dumb. What are they doing? You're ruining yourselves. You know,
I obviously, I mean, you could visually see it for yourself that she was just too much. Like, I feel like sometimes for many, well, you guys can answer, like, I'm the only woman on this panel, but I feel like, and I know that men need their decompression time. And he chose to have that time in his car by himself. I can see if she went and checked on him and said, baby, good, and wait for his answer, and then just leave him alone. What's with the really? And then to double down on it, she's gonna be like, I'm gonna come sit beside you. Why?
I would have just turned the kid on.
Leave me alone.
I would have just rubbed off.
I would have locked the damn door too.
What's super concerning is that she just did not want to listen to him. It was about
No,
what she wanted. It's not
what she
it
wanted.
was she made it about herself, which in the
That was the
first
whole
place,
point.
why he probably didn't go inside is because of you. That's
Did-
probably part of the reason. I think
Uh,
that's sad because while I agree with you, Latanya, in that men, and not only men, I think people, especially depending on the brother might work
The
a
dynamic.
hard job,
Yeah.
physical
Yeah.
job, or a stressful job in which he needs a moment to collect himself before he has to go and deal with the personal stresses of life,
Yeah.
i.e., her or whatever else is in the household. Let me give her some benefit. Maybe it's not exactly her, but something about the household does not allow him to relax, at least not right
Well,
away.
yeah, I was gonna kind of
Kids.
say that too.
Yeah.
Like maybe it doesn't mean that he doesn't want you per se. Like I mean, it doesn't have to mean that. It just means
The
he
environment.
that he just needs his time to himself. Like
Moment himself.
just like everyone else. And going on to what you said, Slang, it's not a man or a woman thing. It's just when people need their time and their space, give it to them.
Exactly. And the problem is, as much as I want to believe it's not her, she gave way too many examples in that video to make it seem like it was her. Now, I'm a man. I don't know anymore. I don't necessarily even believe. The second part of that video made me like believe that none of it is real. But nowadays we don't know what's going on. But let's go into the assumption that it's real. You came outside to check where the man was. The man's been in his car for an hour because he didn't want to come inside. Light bulb. Then the man says, she says, come inside. The man says, no. Light bulb. She then says, okay, I'm going to come in the car and stay with you. He locks the door. Spotlight bulb. Like, what do we need, man? What do you need to know? Leave the brother alone. You know what the brother could be doing? He could be at his other woman's house relaxing because she lets him. But instead, he's at his house in his drive. Well, their house or her, whoever's house it is, where he lives, chilling in the driveway, taking a moment before he goes inside. For whatever reason, it could be that he does not want to go inside because he cannot relax. But
Doesn't know what kind of day. Yeah.
lady, you made it about yourself, and then it made me feel that it was all about you because that's a result.
And to add about that, how a lot of men or men and women, okay, we'll say people, they get scrutinized for being where they shouldn't be at certain times of the day or after work and everything. This man is in eye view of his wife in a car that they probably own after his day of work. He's not going off getting drunk, doing whatever with whoever. He's in vicinity of you. So kudos to that man, just being there. He didn't go off and do anything else, stress or not. Number two, though, I do believe it's real because if you notice, she didn't really show his face. Right? She didn't show his face. Most people who do these videos, they have their partner in there and it's so obvious that it is. But to this point, that she was really just showing, unless she didn't know how to show him or whatever, which I do think she does because she did a follow-up video after that. But I think because of her positioning of the camera, I believe it was true. Now,
We're at the point where I've seen many videos where they don't actually show the other person in the video.
It being a fake?
Yeah.
Oh.
A lot of skits nowadays where because they know the camera angles, I who knows, but we are in that time where you never.
Cloud is real now.
And I'll even go as far as saying the first part looked more real. It's the second part that makes me be like,
her in the hoodie?
Is she really that stupid? Like, I'm not saying people aren't that stupid, but let's unpack the fact that you're complaining about a video that you post on social media being used by other people on social media to criticize a relationship that we wouldn't know about unless you put up, while you're saying you wouldn't know about what I put up unless I put it up. And
Message.
then saying that you're upset with people commenting on something that you gave them access to comment on.
That's
You
fair.
could be that stupid, but it seems
The
to me that
audacity is real.
yeah, I just think the second part, if the first part is real, I feel like the second part is, oh, I got some traction. I might as well use this to my advantage. I'm hoping that's how smart she is. And if she's not that smart, then she's really stupid.
In a case like that,
No
though,
disrespect, but you're stupid.
in a case like that type of traction won't get you anywhere. You'll turn into an evil, like you're the bad guy now.
Okay,
Now
so
I know. We've talked about it. Sometimes good publicity is good. Sometimes bad publicity is even better. You'll be the talk of the town.
That video went viral.
It did, but the thing is, it went viral for the wrong reasons. She's not getting no money for it.
hold on. That's what I was gonna get.
Mhm.
One moment. Do you
Mhm.
remember that video of that black guy that was getting beat by his girlfriend and he was trying to sing in the video? This is like many years ago. You remember? I can't even remember the song.
Wasn't a big guy?
No, he was a skinny, dark-skinned guy, but his wife or woman, I think it was baby mother, whatever, mother of his children, was a bigger woman. And he was, what was he singing? But he was singing and he was already crying, and one box on the side of his head. And I shouldn't even laugh while he was singing. After that, because recently he was on social media again, getting interviewed, and he was talking about after that, he got an agent. He started getting bookings, but it was his mistake because he wasn't listening to his agent. He wasn't listening to the people on his team. So he didn't go as far as he could have gone. But this is what's happening nowadays. I've seen something else today where we were talking about it. I don't know if I sent it to you, Latanya, but I sent it to a few people where Ray Daniels was showing us where promotion of music has gone nowadays. So he gave us an example of a woman who's a wonderful singer, and then he went through the stats, and like she had 50 likes and 16 shares and blah, pretty good numbers for a normal person standard. And then he went to some stupid idiot song where the person is talking about she ate, you ate, you ate, you ate. Like that's the whole song. That's what the person was singing the whole time. And that person had like thousands of shares and thousands 10K likes. And he's like, this is where we're at, people. We are in a time where talent is not enough. You have to do something crazy to get put on nowadays. You got to do some stupid stuff to get put on nowadays. And that's been going on for years. We're talking about from Bad Bunny times. Like this is like 10, 15, 20 years of what's the other guy that we used to laugh at, Latanya? 1, 2, 3. Remember the Filipino or whatever guy with the mashup teeth that sings?
Oh, yeah.
There's that guy. There's we've seen multiple examples of talentless people be celebrated online more than the talented people. Now, where I agree with you is that it doesn't necessarily last. But if you're trying to get a quick lick, like you're trying to get, she can parlay again. If she's smart, and that second part is just to continue the traction, you can keep continuing that traction in some way, shape, or form, because there's going to be people who are going to back her up and agree with her. Like how dare he come home and just sit in the car for an hour and not let you know where he is? You can't tell me you don't know that some women are going to agree and say that she's making sense. Right there, you have an audience.
Sorry, is this the guy?
That guy.
This is the guy who got it.
Yeah, that guy. Exactly that guy.
Let's take it because I don't think I've seen this. Maybe I have. I don't.
You never saw this?
I gotta play it and see what's up here. Let's see.
You guys, don't you love when I come around? What do you say? Build you up, then I'll take you down. Don't you love when I come around?
Wow. So he got boxed mid-song, his own song.
No, it's not his song. I think that's somebody else's. I think it's Daniel Caesar, maybe. Actually,
Yeah.
and you're saying he got an agent from that?
from that, probably one of the most embarrassing moments of his life.
I'm assuming he's not with that girl anymore.
I don't even know. I hope not, but I don't even know.
Again,
And like to what we've spoken about before, and I shouldn't laugh, and I keep laughing, but we're conditioned to laugh at things like that when it happens to men, or to think it's a lighthearted thing. But
that is very true.
that box was not fake.
No, that was
wasn't a fake box.
I felt for, like, you heard the smack, like,
I heard it.
yeah, and I'm like, sometimes you get a hit on the back or whatever, and the person has a shirt on or whatever. That's a bare fist or slap into the face. He was tearing up in the eye. I'm like,
he kept on singing.
Resilience. Now,
So
wow.
So would you guys be annoyed if your partner did this? Not the guy, the woman.
Oh, I'd be more than annoyed if it was the guy.
You mean you talking about the first video?
Yeah, the first one.
Listen, let me.
What would you do?
No, hold on. I've gone through this already.
Would it be a big hard strips and lock the door?
Listen, I don't go sit in my car. I go to my spot. My sanctuary is in front of me. I get one of these, and I zone out for an hour or two. I don't even have to be liking what I'm doing. Just it's avoiding the headache.
It's too
And
much.
I'll do that, and then I'll come back and I'm good. All right, got the frustration now. Because again, some people. I did a job that wasn't the greatest job in the world. So sometimes the only way to decompress is just to be in your own world or a fantasy world and just let it ride for a couple hours. You might need 2 hours. You might need 3. You might need just half an hour, but give that person that time.
Yeah,
Because in the end, there's nowhere to release it. That's like what's call it? You got I guess water coming in from both ends into a pipe, full power, and that pipe can only take so much pressure until it pops. You don't want that. Again, that's what a lot of men have aneurysms from that crap, because they hold in all that stuff, right? They go through a certain substance abuse. Some even get physical. Like, I mean, I'm not giving any one of these people excuses, and I'm not saying this is one-sided. Women have their own issues too when it comes to decompression, because I know a lot of nurses have gone through a lot of crap, and they don't get no recognition. And I've heard the stories about what nurses have gone through, and it's sickening based on what I've heard and read. But again, some people who just need that time to just disappear, they're still there for you. They're still with you, but they need their own time to do what they need to do
and
to get
space.
back on track. Yeah.
I think I was talking to Slang about it. Like, I know in this household, there's about 3 or 4 different spots I've been blessed where I can go by myself, and I just have to talk once for both of us. Like, we just have to say it one time. Just give me a minute, and we respect each other's the time and the space. And I'm telling you, that will help a relationship 100% when you listen to the person that you are with. Just listen. Don't double down. Don't try to squeeze in. Don't try to say, okay, well, I'm going to sit beside you anyways. After I just said, give me a minute.
It's just like anything else, and I've said this several times on this show, it's usually not about you. The minute that I want is not a minute necessarily away from
That's
you.
what I'm saying. Yeah.
It's a minute I need for me.
Just for me.
And that's the problem. A lot of people, and I haven't always been this mature and in being able to understand this idea. I've been not that woman. I've been offended by somebody needing their own space when I thought our space should be shared in the moment. I've been there.
Mhm.
Like, why? What do you mean? From me? I thought I would be the one person that you're supposed to be able to be
Out.
at peace with. But
Mhm.
it's not.
Mhm.
As I grow, as we I don't
Do
even want to say get
understand? Yeah.
older, as we get more mature, because age is nothing but a number for real, unless you're R. Kelly. It's nothing but a number. You start to
Leave Robert alone. Robert
he's
Sylvester
getting
Kelly.
straight shots all season. No puffy. But you have to understand that it's not about you, it's about that person's personal need for their own space, and let them have it. Let them have that space and that time to themselves. I This is why I even understand, like, I think we had this conversation one time where I understand married people getting to a point where they don't sleep in the same bedroom anymore. But there's nothing wrong with their relationship. They just don't want to sleep. They want their own space that way. I'm even at the point where if I ever had the money, I
Two
would
different
have
houses. I know you would.
2 different houses. And
Yeah.
I'm not even saying 2 different houses in which we both live there in our separate houses regularly. I'm not saying that. I'm saying there's a house that if I want to go away and stay and
Mhm.
watch
Mhm.
my own shows for a day
Nope.
or 2
I've
or
heard this
a week,
concept. Yep.
Woo!
I
I've heard
could
this
do that.
concept
If she wants to do
Yeah.
the same thing,
in the
she
same
can do that.
house. Yep.
Yeah.
It's again,
Or
it's 2 properties.
Have
One where
you
you
ever
both live
it could be
together.
on the
The other
same
one is a
like a guest
getaway.
house, like a guest
Yeah.
what
house,
was
for
that
example.
song? You know that
I've heard
have
this
you heard
concept.
that song what's his name? It's called Alone Together. It's
That
like
sounds
a
familiar.
neo soul.
That sounds familiar.
Yeah.
That sounds familiar.
But it's like that. For me, I don't even mind if it's in the same house. Just give me my own damn space. Like
Yeah.
give me like if it's a 4-bedroom, 3-bedroom house, as long as you see how men have their man
Man cave.
cave.
Yeah. You want
I
a
want to
woman
have
cave.
I want to have my woman cave. So
Yeah.
when I need
Yeah,
my
man.
time, I'm not picking up the keys to the car. I won't have to drive away. Like I know people that's
True.
their way of getting away too. They just get in their
Go for a
car because
ride.
maybe that
Yeah.
helps.
Yeah. I used to do that.
I don't mind staying in the same house. I just need my own.
Here's a flip on the whole concept though. And it maybe I'm wrong, but there's some times where you think someone is needing their space, right? And you say, "Oh, you had a rough day, babe," or "Hun, you're not. Looks like you had a rough day. I'm gonna leave you be."
Mhm.
Some people take offense to that, and they
You
say,
saying you're going to leave them alone?
"Yeah." Like some people honestly say, "Why are you leaving me? I'm having a hard time. Come cuddle me or come talk to me." I'm not a mind reader. I don't know how you deal with or decompress. Maybe again, because I know what I do. I would go pick up a game or go sit on my bed or whatever and just disappear in my own world. I
Mhm.
can't assume that that's not how you're going to deal with it. But
That's probably where communication comes in. Like when you
100%.
ask and say, "You good? How's your day? You want to talk about anything?" And once they give you the answer of, I just need a minute," then listen to that and then so you don't have to be a mind reader.
It's
but okay, but say
about
if you do get
listening
that though.
still. It's
So
still about
but say if
listening.
you do say that and they just it's almost like they're goading you to, "Oh, come on, let me," someone says, "No, I'm good," and then you'll say, "Okay, you're good, no problem," and you're like, and then they're like, "Oh, well, how about you ask some more?" Some people do that. Some people will egg you on to get the reaction that they really want, right? That's what I'm trying to say.
There's 2 sides to that, which there's 2 sides of understanding there, because I understand where you're coming from. And again, nobody's perfect, and I would never claim to be. And I've had moments where I've woken up on the wrong side of the bed, and I want attention and I go about it the wrong way, or I've woken up on the wrong side of the bed and I don't want attention and I've gone about it the wrong way. Sometimes you do have to give people the grace of making that mistake of not knowing what they even want for themselves, because sometimes people don't know that they want to be left alone. They and sometimes they don't know that they want somebody there. So there is understanding on the side of the receiver, but also the person who's giving the communication of how they feel. They sometimes they have to understand themselves, which, I mean, in the moment we don't always know who we are. It just brings to mind, there's an actress, what's her name? She was on that show, the series of She's Gotta Have It. She was also in Jurassic Park, the black woman with the beautiful
Oh yes,
eyes.
yes. I know.
Forget her name.
I
But
do
she
know
was
what you're
talking
talking
about
She was
her
the-
partner. I wish I had this link, the video, but she was talking about a moment with her partner where she was having a bad day, and her partner were working on a project with a producer or whatever, with a director, and he had contacted the director without her, or I forget, the director or the producer without her, and she got mad because she was in a mood, and she let him have it. And rather than him reciprocating the same energy and letting her have it back, he stopped and he said, "You know what? What's going on? This is not you. This is not who you like to be. So what's really happening here? Let's discuss it." And her statement was, or to the effect of, a healthy relationship is not one where they always reciprocate your energy. Sometimes it is where they hold up the mirror to show you who they know you like or want to be, rather than punishing you for who you are in the moment. And sometimes that's true love, right? Like, that's what true love is, understanding as well,
Yeah.
and understanding your partner and where they're coming from. Now, I'm not saying if your partner is constantly doing this, then that's just an immature person. If they can never communicate what they need in a moment, then that's an immature person. And you're damn right. You're not a mind reader, and nor should you try to be. If you're trying to be there for them and they can't tell you whether they need you to be there for them in the moment or not, that's a different story. But for the most part, we do have to have understanding and grace for somebody that we actually care about them. And again, most importantly, keep in mind, it's not about you. It's about them. Because the moment you make, because even in the example you're giving, that's the moment. I'm not a mind reader. You're making it about yourself, knowing that they're in a bad mood, knowing that they're going through something. And they might be an asshole, and they might be a bitch, and they might be a narcissist in the moment. But if that is not their regular character, we kind of have to recognize that and act accordingly, because you're not helping. And what is your purpose? Or what is your intent? Is your intent not to help them out of the situation or the feeling that they're in? Or is it to exasperate it and double down? And because now you're upset, you're going to know I'm even more upset. Is that what we're trying to do? But I get it. It's frustrating. That's also
twisted
here.
it. You twisted it just now. But you twisted it right now. I was just saying, hey, I was saying, I see someone's having a bad day. I ask them, hey, you want some time? No, I'm good. Okay. You walk away. They're thinking that you're going to coddle them and gets upset that you don't coddle them. So you then turn into the bad guy because you didn't coddle them. But I'm like, I didn't know you wanted to be coddled because you just told me to go away. I don't think that's being narcissistic or being selfish. I just didn't know.
I wasn't talking about you being the narcissistic, selfish person. I was talking about them.
But you're saying that if you did not respond in the way that they were expecting, it's now about them, correct? Or about yourself, no?
No, that's not what I was saying.
Okay.
What I was saying, the moment you are getting offended that they can't communicate themselves properly, knowing that they're upset, you
Okay.
are now making it about yourself, not about them
Okay.
being
Knowing.
upset.
Okay.
You're making it
Knowing.
about, yeah, if you know, well, you knew, because that's why you offered
Right.
whatever you offered, whether you offered to be there, whether you offered to walk away.
Yes.
You know there's something wrong.
Yes.
So the moment you know something's wrong,
Mhm.
it's either you go out of your way. And again, I'm not disagreeing with your position, because yes, the person should be adult enough to communicate how they feel and what they want. But I am saying, however, we don't always know how to communicate, especially when we're feeling a certain kind of way. Is to give them that grace and that chance, because
Mhm.
your ultimate intent is to help them. That's the ultimate intent,
Yes. Yes.
even when it's difficult.
Right.
Think of it
Gotcha.
this way. Think of it this way. It's like say for example, you're I don't know. I'm trying to take it out of the context of romance. Let's just say it's your brother, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
Your brother breaks his leg, and now you have to go and take care of him, right? And he's frustrated that his leg is broken, and he can't play basketball no more. And you turn on the basketball game, and he's like, "No, turn that shit off, bro. I don't want to watch that shit." Is your response? Yeah, but I want to watch the game. I didn't know you didn't want to watch it. Or is your response, okay, I'll turn it off?
Yeah. It's okay. My bad. I'll turn it off.
Right.
No problem.
But if your response is, I want to watch the game,
True.
you shouldn't be
True.
upset about me watching the game. You're making it about yourself.
True.
That's what
Okay. I get what you're saying. Okay. That's a good
and it
analogy.
sucks because you want to watch
Yeah.
the game.
Yeah. But I mean, sometimes they tell you have to be selfish. But I mean,
Oh,
there's
that's
a time and a place. There's a
That-
time and a place. So
So-
as they say, pick your battles. Pick your battles.
Go ahead, El. You're going to say something.
Mm.
Now, I was just gonna ask Tokes,
Mhm.
at what point for you does asking become nagging for you?
That's a good
What
question.
What point does asking become nagging?
You mean as in asking the person, how can I help? What can I do? That's you're referring to, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know
That's a good
unless
question.
I'm in the moment. Like again, there's because I know what nagging is, and it could be some type of way, some type of day that you had. It could be the first question you ask. It could be the 10th question you asked. So again, depends on what type of mood I'm in that day, because sometimes you can handle a few suggestions, questions, or comments. Sometimes you can't, right? There's times where I'd be coming home, and I wouldn't want to talk to anybody, maybe for the next 3 days, and I would have 3 days off. Oh, I don't want to talk to anybody, just because of how demanding the job was. Other times, hey, what's up? And this is what's up, and you open up. But again, it's hit or miss. I don't have a definite answer for that, because certain situations and certain moods will determine how much you can tolerate when it comes to someone or the claiming of someone nagging you. That's what I'll define that, because I don't want to say, "Hey, you know what, 3 questions are too much." Maybe 3 questions is just enough,
Mm-hmm.
right? Maybe it's just that one question that just pissed you off. Because again, there's times where it just takes the wrong question or the wrong comment to just take you off to where you don't want to be. Other times you can handle 20 questions. You can be silent for the whole day and nothing bothers you. So again, it depends on your tolerance and your mood and your atmosphere for that time period. Because again, for the longest time, you would think, like, my mother, God rest her soul, you would think that she's nagging me all the time. And it could be just the one question. Go clean up your room. It's just one question. It's just because I didn't want to hear it at that time, right? Other times I come home from a 16-hour shift and say someone asks, hey, how was your day? It was all right, but I'm good. No, really, tell me no, I'm good. No, really, no, and then you flip off, right? So again, it depends on how your mood is, right? Really, because you can never really determine. It's a very open-ended question because I don't know. I wouldn't know.
I'm curious. What would you say, El? What's your answer to that? Your own question.
Yeah.
I don't really see it as a nagging, but if I were to use the example of I don't know, being asked to bring clothes to the cleaners and it's still sitting there and I haven't brought it to the cleaners yet. To me, it would kind of be my own like I wouldn't take that as a nagging thing if you keep asking over and over again because the person just asked me to do it. It should have been the one time or the maybe two times if it slipped my mind once.
Okay.
So for me, I would take it as my bad. Like I should have just done it the first time. So I wouldn't consider it as a nagging thing.
Okay.
And when it comes to asking if I'm okay, I obviously don't see that as a nagging thing either because you're just seeing if I'm okay. There might be times where the person keeps coming in asking the same thing. Like I had this girl in my school I went to summer school with, and she would always ask because I have I don't know if you guys noticed, but sometimes when I'm how they have like resting bitch face, like I have resting sad like I look like there's something on my mind or whatever, but that's just how I rest my face.
Oh yeah, kind of. I was gonna
Okay.
say no,
You're
but yeah,
calm. You're very
I
calm
kind of
and
know. I
relaxed.
know what
Yeah.
you're talking about. Yeah, I
Yeah.
get it.
And it's not like there's anything wrong. It's just that's how my face looks when I'm still. And she would always ask me, "Are you okay?" And I would say maybe 2, 3 times, "I'm fine." But she would consistently ask me the same question over and over again, where it would kind of get annoying to a point. Because I said the first time, not even the first time, the second time. So I could see that more of an annoyance. I think I get to that point, but nagging, not so much. How
To
about
your
you,
point,
Sai?
to what you just said, I would consider that example you just gave. I would
Uh,
consider it nagging, and that made put in perspective of what I consider nagging. I think after the point of explanation, it becomes a nag. So even back to your dry cleaning or washing clothes, if you asked me to take these clothes down to the laundry and I said, I'm okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm tired. I'm gonna do it just a little later. Just give me, I'm gonna do it in a bit. I'm tired. And then in a bit, you ask me again. That's nagging to me. Now, if you ask me to do it and I'm just like, yeah, no problem, and it's still there, then you ask me, that's not necessarily nagging. But if I've given you a definitive explanation or reasoning as to why I'm not doing it now, when you want me to do it, and because you have a timeline in your head that it should be done by now, and so you continue to bring it up, or you continue to check on me because you think something's wrong and I've already told you nothing's wrong, then it becomes nagging. That's what I would consider nagging exactly.
Gotcha.
I would kind of double down on that. I think it depends on in this dry cleaning situation or scenario, whose clothes is it?
Oh,
If
you
it's
going
mine,
deep. Yeah, you're going
yeah.
deep.
If it's mine, and you're offering that you said that you're going to, and it's not done, I'm like, yo, what's up? But if it's yours,
No, if it's hers and she asks you to get it hemmed or whatever, her pants hemmed,
yeah,
and
if
just
I've already
like,
agreed that I'm going to do it, right? and you have not yet done it, it can't be a nag because you've already accepted the fact that you're going to do it. Now, how long or when you're going to do it, that's the universe to decide when the time frame is. But at the same time, if you've agreed to do something for someone and you have not done it, trust me, I get annoyed about that. That's me in text messages, bro. I'm like, yo,
Yeah.
said, hey, I'm gonna text you in about 20 minutes. Sure,
But,
no problem.
but there's the difference. The difference is you said
The time
20
frame, yes,
minutes.
yes. Okay. But that's
Like-
the thing. I get annoyed when you give me a time frame and you don't meet the time frame.
That's
Now-
the difference. That's a
Now,
difference.
but I get the same thing. I had a text on his message. They said, hey, I'm going to hit you back in a while. Okay. I don't know how long their while is. So I'm sitting there waiting for this a while. And all of a sudden, this is 3 hours later. They didn't get no text back other than, I'm going to bed now. I'm like, what the? So wait a minute. So the a while has expired and there is no notification that there's a while. Because again, I'm giving them their space. They said, hey, you know what? I'm dealing with something. I'm going to hit you back in a while. No problem. I hear you. I respect it. But again, for some reason, people don't communicate properly and they forget that there's a second person in this communication. So now this person is waiting for your check back to say, hey, I'm good. Let me get you back. Or like almost like an update. They don't update. And then you're sitting there. You could have amazing news that you want to, or a very serious thing that you want to tell them. And all of a sudden it's gone for naught because they choose not to come back to you and say, you know what? No, I just can't. Maybe we can talk tomorrow. Or I'm really tired, or this thing has gone too much. Maybe can you wait another X amount of time? Like, again, communication is very, very important today, especially at my old age. I don't have the patience sometimes for some people. It just don't make any sense.
See, you're not wrong.
Oh, thank you, Frank.
You're definitely not wrong.
The fact that Stan keeps on telling me I'm not wrong, I'm going to use this
wrong.
every other argument I have. Shoot.
But there's a caveat.
I didn't hear the but.
You don't have to.
Okay.
Cock your ears, as my mom would say. Okay. There is the golden rule. It's usually not about you.
True.
That person not getting back to you in that time frame is usually not about you. Now,
Mm-hmm.
it can be about you. Yeah, it can be about you. The problem there is now, I guess I could say it like this, right? Like the exact example you gave. The person said they're going to link you back in a while. Your while and their while might not be the same while.
Right.
But suppose that person actually doesn't want to talk to you anymore. Would you rather hear that?
Yes.
Like, yeah, I don't want to talk to you tonight. I'm
Yeah.
done. I gotta go to bed.
I'm a big man right now.
And again, you're not wrong, but I think you would also still be offended.
No, honestly,
Maybe not the same level of offense.
Younger me, yeah.
Not valid.
Older me, no.
Valid.
Because again, we've gone through this thing called life, and I'm like, there's bigger fish to fry to be upset about something like that. Hey, it's almost like dating. Hey, you know what? I'm not interested in you. Thanks. Okay, see you later. On to the next person to talk to. Right? I mean, you get to that point where before it's like, yo, I don't want to talk to you. Why? What's wrong with me? I'm everything you need. Like I was that guy. I was a bit arrogant, but I'm like, I've grown to say, you know what? Okay, I won't fit everybody's cup of tea. No, or I might not be the person you want to talk to at this time. Okay, but give the person the benefit of give the person the benefit of the night. They're not just again. So what? You don't want to talk to me. I get it. Am I going to get offended? No, because I could be doing something else. But I have a conversation that I want to have with you, and you supposedly said you want to have a conversation with me. So you've already set up that date in time that we're going to converse. But when you go and do something else and not realize that there's somebody else there, then like, whatever. Each their own. I'm not gonna go jump to the next time you're going to have something to say to me. I'm gonna say, you know what? I'm good. Let me get back to you. when I can. And again, I'm not going to change myself or be spiteful. I'll
Mhm.
tell you, hey, you know what? I'm doing this, or I'll get back to you this time because I don't want to lose my integrity about the whole situation. It's not about being spiteful, but I'm just saying I'm not going to be jumping to them to have this
Oh no, I
conversation
don't think
because
there's much wrong with that. I think
right.
I'm just at the point where and I'm not, again, not perfect when it comes to this.
Mm,
Unless I feel like it's an important conversation, I think I've gotten to the point of where I've created that scenario in my head for myself, and I don't necessarily need you to tell me. Meaning that I've kind of come to the determination with, well, you don't want, and I even more, what's the word I'm looking for? More in from a conceited space. I
mhm.
don't think it's that you don't want to talk to me. I think it's you just don't want to talk.
Yep.
So
It's tr-
that's
that's
fine. You
exactly
don't want
it.
to talk.
Yeah.
You don't even have to tell me anymore. I'm just, you don't want to, because there's times where I don't feel I have to tell you that I don't want to talk. I just don't want to talk, and I'm not talking. So let's
Exactly.
take, like the woman that started this over conversation, the video that started this over conversation. Take the hint. I don't want
Hmm.
to come inside the house.
Feel the room.
Read the
Hmm.
room.
Read the room.
Read,
That's grown folk talk right there.
yeah, and it might not be you. It's just I just don't. It might not be you inside that house that I don't want to come into. It might be the kids. It might be
It
the
might be another task that you said you're going to do when you get there.
yeah,
You don't
that
want to deal with
I
it.
know that you're gonna get on me to
Yeah.
do all of that. So
Yeah.
sometimes it's just
I really hope this woman learned something from this video that went viral and watched it back and
apparently not.
see. You don't think
Yeah.
she learned from it?
The second video, she's blaming man Joe Budden for ruining her
I
relationship.
want to know if
She doesn't
did Joe
have
catch
no
that?
accountability.
Did
None.
Joe catch the rebuttal?
I don't know. I haven't seen
You
it.
know, Joe's a petty guy, right? He'll
Yeah,
definitely go at her.
he'll slap
So
her around.
he'll expose her.
Figuratively speaking, people.
Yeah, he'll expose her for all his many millions of viewers and followers. So again,
Listen,
you
I actually wanted to say
judge.
this too. I wanted to say this because as much as I don't believe a lot that it's real, I actually feel like I've dated women like that in the past where they
Oh
won't take
no.
the level of accountability. I'm not even saying the nagging or the won't let you have your own space part of it, but the lack of accountability and the lack of reading the room and communication. Like to Tokes' point, I dated a woman who went through something pretty traumatic while we were dating, and rather than communicating, I need you there for me, it
Mhm.
was an expectation, which I understand. You have your own expectation of how people around you are going to react to your tragedies and your triumphs, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
And if they don't act accordingly, you sometimes go inside yourself and you are disappointed. But to not communicate that to the person and then blame them and then run from them rather than, once they might even come to terms with the idea this is what you need and they're trying to come around, but you're trying to put them through a gauntlet of more testing, of oh, are you really going to be there for me? Those are childish actions, and I've been there.
Unless I think maybe depending on how long you've been there with them in a relationship, because at that point they feel like, okay, you should know me, like you know my actions, you know if my aunt died, I need you to be there for me. As opposed to you need to communicate that I need you, that you need me there. Like in terms of that kind of thing,
No, I
maybe it just
understand.
depends.
Yeah,
Mm.
I understand. I do
Mhm.
understand that. I guess I would say, and in
Unless you're
my
talking about another scenario.
no, very similar scenario, very similar scenario, what you just said.
Mm.
Uh, I think, and I can take accountability in that situation in which I don't think I was there enough. Now, the moment I tried to be there, because I realized that when I tried to be there, it became I know I'm just gonna stick to myself and my family, and I'm gonna do that. And it became kind of a spiteful punishment thing rather than a recognition of, oh, you might, and it wasn't a long-term relationship. It was kind of the beginning of a relationship where that understanding
Okay.
wasn't necessarily
Wasn't there
learning
yet.
each other,
Right.
right?
Mhm.
So I
Okay,
do
well,
think it became I'm going to be tough and show him I don't need him now because he wasn't there. I think it became a defense mechanism. And again, in hindsight, I can understand it. I still can call it an immature reaction, but I understand where that immature reaction came from. And I've been there myself. So in hindsight, I'm it's not like you dummy, why would you act like that? I get why she acted like that. It's just I wish that we were both more mature, for me to understand earlier that I should have done something different, and
Right.
B, for her to be able to communicate that right away rather
Yeah.
than expecting me to just know.
Yeah.
Because yes, again, if somebody dies or somebody, you've been in a whatever, anything tragic happens to you,
Traumatic.
you
Yeah.
have a certain expectation of your boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, mother, father, sister, brother. You have a certain expectation of what these people are going to do or be in your life in those moments. And if they don't
Yep.
meet those expectations,
It's
you're
a
going to be
disappointment.
disappointed. It's natural.
Yeah.
That's
It's
natural.
true.
But we
It's
also
true.
have to understand that they don't know your expectation. Shoot,
Also
you
true.
don't know the expectation sometimes because you've never been through this before.
True.
So you don't know how much you're going to want that person there for you. Some people close up, some
Yeah.
people open up.
Yeah.
I got in trouble for that one time.
I'm speaking from experience.
For opening up
Well,
or for closing up?
my first relationship ever, my first boyfriend, where I said, "Mom, this is my boyfriend." I think it was his uncle that died and passed away, and I wasn't sure if I was kind of hesitating. I'm like, does he need a space? Like, I did call and made sure, but he wanted me a little bit more than what I thought because he was a little bit more experienced. He was older than me. And for me, is my first boyfriend. So I gave him the space. And I think it was a little bit too much space where he went to the funeral. And I found out that he went to the funeral with his couple of his friends after the fact. Like, so when I called to
You
check
didn't even
up,
know about the funeral?
no, when I called to check up, he's like, "Oh, I'm good. I just came back from my uncle's funeral." What? What do you
That's
mean?
wild.
Yeah, he didn't tell me because he felt like I wasn't there enough for him. So I don't care. So
Right.
why tell you? So I'm gonna call my friends, and my friends went with me instead.
Remember
They
Love and
probably,
Basketball?
they probably know him better, or probably know him longer and better than what
Oh,
you
for
did.
sure they
So
knew him
Yeah.
longer. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
So no
yeah.
fault of you. No fault of your own. Not
You,
at all.
you guys
You
remember
didn't
Love?
see it that way.
You remember the Love and Basketball? That's why they broke up
Mhm.
because she chose curfew
Yeah.
over
Yeah.
being there
Over
for him when
being
his
with him.
parents got divorced.
Yep.
And he didn't tell her that. He didn't say anything. He just expected her to
Presented her.
know.
Yeah.
And from that point on, he was on a wild spree.
Yep.
So
Also
people,
got me and everything.
I get it. It's just communication is about giving and receiving. You got to tell me something, and then I got to listen to what you're telling me, or where it's not communication, and vice versa.
But I will say though that I learned from that experience,
Me
so
too.
I know what to do. I knew what to do after that happened because I felt really bad. Because you guys know, like, it's like you know for sure that how I am as like I feel bad and I want to be there for that person, whatever. So when he told me that, I felt so bad, and I knew after the relationships after him, I never did that because I was able to understand, and I was getting older, so I understood a little bit more how to maneuver that type of situation if that ever happened again.
Likewise.
Yeah.
And even again, and we're saying that now, but it could be a totally different thing the next time because it's a
True.
totally different person. But I have a better idea of what I should do.
Yeah, you would for sure, because especially if you've been in a situation where it got you into trouble, I would think that you would
Learn from
kind
it.
of take that to say, okay,
Yeah. You
let me
should.
just
You
do
definitely
things
should.
differently.
You definitely should.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah.
But yeah, another deep conversation out of nowhere. I like it. Gets the juices flowing. Gets people talking because we like viral conversation. And again, there's been a few viral moments, and we will be having some return guests in the near future. You will be blowing up my phone asking to return for part 2 of certain things. But
I think we should have a lady on that next time.
That's why I'm waiting.
In the fire.
Make sure the pot is hot before you stick your finger in it to test the soap. Oh gosh. But anyways.
It's porridge.
Wow. That one's going to be this show of shows.
Indeed.
That will take us to
graffiti on the wall.
Ooh. Get ready. It's going to be fun. But anyways, it's late. We've done it. Another great show.
Shit, it's 1:14.
It's almost 2 hours.
Yeah. We've been it's getting to a point where we're getting comfortable and we're hitting 2 hours just because we're just talking and we don't even realize it. People are realizing and they said, "Hey man, why is your show so long now?" What do you mean? It's 2 hours long. We just talking. Oh man, what happened to the 1 hour show? It evolved. Sorry.
So watch 1 hour and then click off. Watch the next hour the next day. We don't need to watch it all one
Watch
time.
it in parts.
Jeez,
you know? I mean, we're doing all the cutting for you. We got 10-minute segments. We got 5 minutes. You can just piece them together. But we want you to watch the whole show.
Go ahead.
You know what this reminds me of actually? Remember when people used to do 3-way? I used to be on 3-way with my friends at these kinds of hours, like during school time.
True.
Yeah.
So this is just like a new elevated 3-way.
Wow.
And the fact that no one could call because you're on 3-way, and if there was a mess, if there was somebody
so much trouble.
You mean?
You're so much trouble.
But they pick up the phone and embarrass you.
Oh yeah.
Come on, my phone, man.
I'll tell you a quick story.
I gotta go.
I'll tell you a quick story. It wasn't even a 3-way thing. I first got my first modem that I used to hook up to the phone. And I was using the internet and I was playing some stuff on there. I'm like, all right. And I didn't realize again that the phone line will be just unusable. So I was on there for a good 3 hours, not realizing doing everything on this computer. And my dad comes home again, driving cab, and he's like, yeah, he's asking my mom, what? Why didn't you answer my phone? What's going on? I didn't hear the phone ring at all. Meanwhile, again, when my dad comes home, I just jump in the bed. Didn't even disconnect the damn modem. I'm just under the covers like that.
The phone is still running.
And the phone is still running.
Oh,
no one knows why the phone was not ringing. I'm like, oh, if they knew then, I would have been dead. You would never see me right now.
All those hours that you're on the phone with your friends, if it's even one person, that's true. I don't know if you guys ever had the extension cord. You know, when you'd sneak the phone and you'd see like a long extension cord dragging, going under the crease of your door.
Yep.
The extension, the extension.
One phone in the kitchen.
One blasted phone.
Oh, the times that people don't realize that we went through.
Struggle.
The times. Yeah, I saw a quick Instagram poster. I'm not poster, a picture, and it shows here a phone of one of those rotary phones, and it had the phone off the hook. And it said, and the message says, "This is how we used to block people back in the day." I'm like,
yeah,
so true. Yeah. I told my friend, I said, "That's facts." So people don't even know that's how real it was. If you didn't want to talk to anybody, take off the phone, put it to the side. You're not hearing anything for days if you have to. Trust me.
These 2,000 kids will never know.
Nope.
Nope.
They don't know having to knock on your friend's door to see if they're home.
Yep.
You
Or
can't
yelling at them
text
from the
You
balcony.
can't call them.
Yo,
Yep. You
yo,
have to
Tim, you
go
want to go outside?
outside to find out if somebody is home. Those are the days, man.
That's something I would love to go back in time and do.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Enjoy that. You guys want to come outside? I don't know.
It's going to take a nuclear holocaust, and then we can't go outside at all.
There's got to be a shift. There's got to be something to bring us back. We're too far gone, but you just wish to come back.
I'm
We're
afraid of what that something is. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I think we're at an all or nothing state in life. We're at an all or nothing. We can't be a part way, because once the technology is there, people are going to use it. So it's all or nothing situation.
Unless it's gone
completely.
Right. Yeah.
It has to be like ice storm, the ice storm days where
I'm thinking more so a global internet shut off.
It has to be something like that. Like a big EMT pulse or something.
Yes, just something that just said no more. Your time is up. Internet is now expired.
We got a taste of it.
Well, yeah.
I think I was talking to you about it like a few years ago when the internet shut off or something.
Yeah.
And that was just the North American. But could you imagine the whole world like that? Like not having your internet?
We were going mud. People were going mad.
People will go to a point where it's not healthy.
Look how mad people were going during COVID, and we had internet.
Yeah,
and people were going mad.
Well, don't forget the time where I think it was Facebook, WhatsApp, and I think Instagram all went down same time. People were just horrible. They were like, "Oh my gosh, I couldn't post. Oh my gosh, I didn't know what's going on." I mean, people just were all dependent on
refreshing, man.
Because people use that for their business and making money.
That's true too. That's very true.
So it's like I can see people going crazy.
People, but again, like drastic like that, that's crazy. That's why I kind of step up back and I'm like, do I really want to touch the phone? Not really.
Got to take a break. Everything. Yeah. I was thinking about that today. Not to keep going, but you need a break from everything, man. Everything needs, even that's kind of the theme of what we were talking about earlier with the last topic.
Yeah.
Even people you love, you need a break.
Yeah.
You need a break from everything. Things you enjoy, things you don't enjoy, especially. But everything you cannot always be around. A spoon of water can drown you.
Yeah. Oh, facts.
Too much of anything is not good.
It's true. That's why I know.
Word of the great prophet: too much of anything makes you an addict.
This is why when I finish anything computer related, I actually physically turn off the computers, because sometimes when I get up, I'm like, oh, you know what? It's on. I shut it all down now. That's what I do.
Smart move.
Brain is off. Even sometimes the phone would be right beside me, because that's, again, easy access. I just leave it by the desk and let it charge. And then I'm like, nope. I'll put on my ASMR, go to sleep. That's it.
That's what I'm about to do.
Yep.
Sleep. I did that with the intermittent fasting. Because I started a couple months now, that like I only eat between 4 and 7. And I before would eat
3 hours, that's it?
Yeah, between 4 and 7, because
all your calories in that time?
In the morning, I have a smoothie with all the stuff in it, like spinach and, fruits and all that stuff. Okay. And then that holds me till 1 or 2. I try to go to the gym, and then it gets closer to 4. And then in between 4 and 7, I'll just eat whatever. Like I'll eat good things, but if I need to eat whatever, then I'll eat whatever. But it's only between 4 and 7. And then by the time I digest it, because they say it's 2-3 hours to digest, then I start getting tired and I just go to my bed.
Okay. That's kind of what I do too. Kind of. Stop eating, but mine is a little between about 4 and 9 roughly. It's really 6 to 8 hours is my eating window, depending on how I'm feeling the day. Actually, I can't even say 6 to 8 because sometimes it's 4 hours. And
Mhm.
I won't eat again. Like today, I ate one meal, but it all depends. It depends on what I ate and almost what happened the night before. But yeah, I try to do that. 16 hours and up of fasting per day. That's usually.
Okay.
I used to
Yeah.
do
See,
that.
so then after a while, you got used to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I
The
just say that
first
to
day,
say,
ooh,
I know it's tough, but
that first day, but after that, breezy.
I just say that to say that, like, in general, the things that you kind of take time to get what Tooks was saying, to just kind of take that time to get away from it.
Mhm.
After a while, you get used to it, and you're just like, this isn't so bad after all. Whether it's
Habit.
food or
Mhm,
the Facebook or whatever it is.
Your
You just
mind got you into it. Your mind could get you out of it. That's my
Trust
motto.
me, and that's what I'm going to do for the next month and a bit. Just trying to detox the crap that I don't need, let my mind get back to where it should be. That's it.
I
Because
hear that.
mind is a terrible thing to waste, especially
This
when
is
it's
your brain on drugs.
No, stop it. Don't do it. No.
Mhm.
I miss those. I miss those after
Those-
school special things. Oh,
I can put
those
my
are
arm
great.
back on. You can.
Stay safe. You know,
What?
those ones. Oh,
You know, remember
you know
those
what
ones?
Wow.
This guy just. Oh man, some videos are classics. But again, that's something we can definitely just go back and
I could
talk
go for
about,
hours
for sure.
talking about those ones.
Oh, those
The
are great. Those are
shaking
great.
hand one.
Oh man.
People think I eat a lot of pizza. Oh, do you know? People think I eat a lot of chocolate bars. You remember that one?
You know that guy went to my high school?
He did the chocolate bars guy.
Yeah, we
No
went to the
way.
same high school. Raphael.
Wow.
Randy, you know his name was Randy. Is
Chocolate
Randy.
bars. They say I eat a lot of chocolate bars.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is
He was in my class, actually. One of
Wow, that's hilarious.
legendary.
Yeah.
See, that was
My
a-
most famous classmate was Marlo from the Elephant Show.
serious,
He's one of
Marlo.
the kids. Yeah, he went to my high school.
Sharon Lois and Bram.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Skinnamarink dinky dink.
My brother was
Skinnamarink.
on one of them YouTube. Was it the not YouTube, but the YTV, them game shows for kids. He
Really?
Oh
was
yeah.
there. Oh yeah, him. It was part of the MTHA movement, and they just brought the inner city kids there, and they cleaned up. My brother and his buddy there, a bike, an Nintendo.
Oh yeah.
everything.
Nice.
You could just
They
see
had
them
good
only
prizes on
one
them
yard.
shows. Man.
They had this dance. Yo, I'm like, yo, that's classic. They scooped up every prize.
Nice.
It was like, yo, these inner city kids, they won't handle it. They won everything.
Hunger is a
Wow.
hell of a motivator. Okay, let's get out of here. I'm falling asleep, and we can talk
All
about this.
right, guys. That's it. That's all for us. Again, watch us on YouTube. Like, subscribe, comment, and tune in for the next time because it's gonna get spicy. Good night, folks.
Scotch bonnet.
Bye.
Peace.